Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you the new 30 MDLX Transformer Jess, which is the white guy. I'm gonna talk about him in particular in a second. And first, I just put all my Autobot on a round table to show you that how they all stack up to each other in terms of height and skills wise on the shelf. So you can see for yourself and how they looks together. And I also have a couple of Decepticon. And for some reason, I gotta talk about the scale issue on this MDLX line. So I'm gonna mention it in a second. But first, I want to mention to people who don't know anything about what 30 MDLX mean. So MDLX is the smallest version, is a mini version of DLX. So DLX is the premium figures where they have used the inner diecast skeleton with a plastic on top. So for the DLX version, they have all the movie Transformer from Michael Bay and all the way to the Rise of the Beast. So they have all these figures, and they also have LED lighter features and come with decent amount of accessory. But for MDLX one, they still use a die-cast structure, but they don't have LED feature. And in terms of height-wise, depending on which figure you're talking about, so Bumblebee probably being about shorter and smaller, so he's about 4 inches tall. Optimus probably about 7 inches tall. Depending on whether you want to count including the wings as well, the tip of the wings, so it might be 7.5 or so. So, and that's how it looks like. So the price wise, they are about between 60 to 90 pounds, and they're not too expensive, which is good new. And they're also making the full figure from Transformer 1, and for some reason those figures are a bit cheaper than these guys. I don't know why, okay? But they're a bit cheaper. So I'm thinking whether I will go with them as well. But these are original G1 figures, and you don't get this one in DLX one, only for this line. Now I'm gonna talk about the scale, okay, before I start talking about Jess. The scale wise, I feel a little bit, I didn't mention it in the past video, I'm not sure I have. I'm starting to question 30, are they accurate? Because I'm using my common sense here. So look at this, right? So here's a sidewise, his Lamborghini, and the wheel is huge. And compared to the, Rodimus Prime, he's also a car, and his wheel is so tiny, and his exhausts are also tiny. So I don't know whether they are accurate or not. I don't know. So I don't remember watching the original anime. So I may be wrong. Maybe this is accurate. So do let me know, those of you who know about the scales wise and remember the original animes and stuff, and put it down in my comment below. Yeah, for me, it just seems a little bit off. For example, the Optimus is supposed to be quite big, right? And he seems to be yes, even smaller than Starscream for some reason. Starscream is a huge, and it's like bigger than, even bigger than Optimus actually, and a Megatron is like in the middle. So I don't know really. So anyway, so that is the skills wise. But in terms of the figures, and they do make a lot of other figure as well. So I do understand from the business point of view, once you make a figure, you want to make the most out of it, right? So 30 make it like 2 or 3 figures of these Optimus Prime, and they have a couple of figures on the Rodimus Prime, and 4 of them on the Starscream. And they have Sunstone, Acid Stone, like green one, blue one, yellow one. They even gave him a cape and a crown, for God's sake. It's just crazy. They try to make the most out of it every possible way they can think of, with a different name, different color scheme. Personally, to me, it's just a waste of money. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have that much space, and I also don't need the same figure, just different color on my shelf. I want different figure for each one. So this is why I got these one. Okay, so this is my MDLX line. Right, let's talk about the Jazz. For the first time, they have improved the plastic quality to this glossy, shiny one. For the first time, I don't know why they do that, which is good. I like that. I'm not complaining. But however, they do reduce the number of hands that provided for this figure, which is a little bit less than other figures. I'm going to show it to you in a second. So this is how I pose it on my display shelf. Obviously, they all come with a different hand blaster, which is cool. And they all have a different blaster, which is really, really nice. And the sidewise shoulder cannon, you can also swap it and put it on him as well. So all you gotta do is take this little piece out and you can choose either left or right. You can put it on there. But I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna swap the figures. I just like the way it is from the, how it comes together. So this one, I'm not sure in terms of car wise, is it a Porsche or I don't know. I know that the sidewise is a Lamborghini. I was saying it's a Countach or Diablo. I don't know. I could be wrong, like one or the other, but it's definitely Lamborghini for sure. But this one, I don't know. Could be Porsche, could be something else. I have no clue. But what I do like is all the nice glossy part and all these detail underneath there, which is really, really cool. Obviously, articulation wise shouldn't be a problem, except the leg. The leg is a massive, huge. Look at that. It's ginormous, right? So, but surprisingly, you can still articulate. You can still bend the knees to decent level. So, and the joints are a bit stiff, by the way. So, I have to be a bit careful. And you can still bend all the way there, which is very, very nice. And apparently, with the advertising that they have done, is that you can actually pose jets on with hand and then actually spinning on the feet in the air. So that is also possible, apparently. So speaking of hands, so I'm gonna show it to you in a second. So he only come with the this salute hand on this side. And you got trigger hand on both sides, which is good, and pair of fists as usual. So this is the pair of fists. Okay, and then you have trigger hand, one on the left, one on the right, so you can choose either left or right, so you can decide that later. And also you also have two of these ones. So you have this completely flat hand, which is for only available for the left hand side, so that will completely flat on the ground. And then this one is on the other side, saying that you can pose it like this. So that's pretty much it, really. So if you use this hand and then you have a pack on the top, so and you're gonna probably want to use this one for the other side. So yeah, so that goes together. And then on the other side you have this salute hand. I just put it like that. So that's the pair of hands that comes with it, and also come with this hook as well, which you can actually come with a string attachment, so you can put it there if you want. But I don't think I will use this one. It kind of, useless, I suppose. But in terms of articulation wise, as obviously you have all the possible joints and everything. So you do see the long stick in the middle that holding this feet. So you do have a toe articulation. The feet can go left and right. You can go forward and backward. I won't do too much articulation here. Articulation is pretty much the same for all figures, really. You have butterfly joints, obviously. That's why I bend the joint as far as I can get out of it. And also the hands can go all the way up like that, which is good. You also have the bisect and swivel, and all the joints is possible. And the wing can also go up and down, but be careful with the joint here, because that one is the pack is not very strong and it kind of loosey goosey going on, unfortunately, in these figures. But I do like all the detail underneath of the car, which is very cool. And obviously you can actually crouch down and stuff like that, which you can see very, very good range of articulation, and you can see all the detail underneath there as well. So that is very good. Articulation with 3.0 is never an issue. So you can swivel, you can also tilt as well, I'm pretty sure. And the head is obviously, you can move anywhere you like. But the neck is a little bit short, but that's all you can do, really, unfortunately. But I'm not complaining, to be honest. I'm fairly happy with these figures. And the way it looks is great. And there is no other facial replacement or anything like that. Some figures come with different face mask, and you can have either a serious face or talking face or whichever. But I'm fine with this, to be honest. And yeah, so this is Jess. this is his blaster, which is really nice, different from all the other blaster as well. So like sidewise blaster is different. You can see that they have different handguns, and also the Rodimus Prime also have a different gun as well, which is cool. So yeah, they all have a different handguns, which is very nice. Yeah, so there we are. Not sure I will be buying more of these figures in the future, but as far as I'm concerned, I do like these G1 figures, and see whether they're gonna be making any more. I think they'll be making Soundwave or Shockwave, one of them for sure. Yeah, so there we are. All right, so I hope that this video is helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers.